G'day! In this video, we're going to cover how to hang a wall-mounted backdrop. These wall mount systems are great if you're wanting to hang multiple backdrops and be able to change between them quickly. Start by placing a ladder in the middle of the mounts and grab the backdrop that you want to use along with two spools, one with a chain and one without. Lay the backdrop flat with the paper unraveling from underneath the roll. You can shrink the spool by turning the handle anti-clockwise, which will allow you to fit it inside the roll. And then once it's in there, you can expand the spool again by turning it clockwise, which will secure it in place. You want the spool with the chain to go on the left-hand side of the roll and the spool without the chain to go onto the right. Place the backdrop over your shoulder and walk it up the ladder. To ensure that the ladder remains stable, you should get a second person to hold onto it while you're doing this. Once you're at the top, lift the backdrop and rest the ends on the mounts. At this point, it just needs to be sitting there securely. The brackets don't actually need to be connected. Remove the tape from the middle of the paper before you head down to tidy up the ends. Go to the right side first and insert the spool into the slot on the wall mount. Don't tighten the screw on this end or the backdrop won't be able to unravel. Remove the tape from the right side before you head down to fix the left. On the left side, insert the inner slot on the spool into the slot on the wall mount. The white square on the spool should be parallel to the ground. Fully undo the paper by removing the final bit of tape, and don't worry, it won't start to unravel until you've pulled it down a bit further. You can start unraveling the paper by pulling it down with your right hand while you control the chain with your left. The outer chain is the one that will stop the paper from unrolling, so you want to keep a hold of this one at all times. Often the paper will get caught on the far end because of its curl, but you can dislodge it by giving the chain a quick jerk downwards once it's unraveled a little bit. With the lip of the paper free from the roll, continue to lower the backdrop with the chain and then hook it onto the wall once it's reached the floor. If you need to put the backdrop along the floor, it's easiest to use two people. Get the second person to hold the backdrop from the middle and walk it back while the other person controls the chain. Make sure not to release the paper too quickly to avoid creating any kinks. Once you've reached the desired length, secure the corners with some shop bags and the front lip with some rubber mats. When you've finished your shoot, trim off any paper that you've used, but trim as little as possible as it doesn't go very far. I trim about 30 centimeters in front of the rearmost mark, meaning there will still be some marks left on the paper, but these marks will be covered up by the mats on the next shoot. The paper is easiest to trim by winding it back so that the point that you want to cut is where the wall meets the floor. You can then walk along it, which will provide a bit of tension while you cut through it with a box cutter. Be very careful, however, not to cut anything behind it, like the power cords you can see here. Roll the paper to the top and prepare 3 bits of masking tape so you can tape it up. Go up the ladder on the left side, hold the paper with your right hand and pull on the chain to get the paper taut. Make sure you have a second person stabilizing the ladder and be careful not to throw yourself off balance. Once the roll is tight, secure the paper with some tape. Move to the right hand side and do the same, holding the paper and twisting the spool until you get the roll taut. Then secure it with some more tape. Finish by moving to the middle and adding the final piece of tape, and then lifting the backdrop off the mounts, placing it over your shoulder and walking it down the ladder. If the roll is at least 5mm thick once it is wound up, then there will be enough left for another shoot, so pop it back with the other backdrops, otherwise you can place it in the storage room for disposal. And there you go, that's the instructions for how to use a wall-mounted backdrop. If you have any questions, feel free to yell out and ask us, otherwise I hope you enjoy your shoot.